guys hear me now? Fine. Keep it update. Maybe just alright, yeah. Finally it's working. Okay, let me just adjust some things. Yeah. Let's keep it. Plus hitting the menu. Only when you are streaming. Like, what the fuck, man? Why do that? Why? Let me just try this one. Where is it? I hit the part where I can't monetize on the phone for live streaming. Why? I had to go on the PC and do it. Let's get started now. What do we have? We have controls. I don't remember shit about this game. Okay, seems everything fine. Music. Let's take the sound effects a little bit down. Yay. On. Start the game. Let's go. Fairy Tale mode, Tales of Iron Mount Bloody. Do we have the difficulty? Let me check the trophies. I'll read them for you. You can't see them, but I can. Are they there? Yeah, they're there. Nice. 27 trophies. Nobody has any trophies. Defeat, 25 and many. Returning Maggie is missing. Returning the lever. Complete all the hunts. Complete all the hunts. Pretty much a lot of side quests. Win the tournament. To collect all the turrets. Craft a weapon. Craft a gun. Cook all meals. Take a ride. Upgrade the builder to the highest, upgrade the smith, upgrade the chef, upgrade the shop, defeat, I'm not sure if the bosses are difficulty locked or not. There's 2 bosses. Defeat the dog and the tomb. Defeat Count Kazakh. I'm not sure if there's the real. So, I'm not sure if the difficulty locked. Well, enjoy the story and without anything to come, enemies have less health and do less damage. Finish the game as already intended. Advanced combination of story, which I'll come back. For players looking for more intense and recommended for first playthrough. So I think I want to go easy, just finish the game real quick, you know. I just want to finish it real quick. I don't want to take a long time. We will see if there's bosses locked behind something. So let's play.
In the north, they thought they knew all there was to know of war. Until the War of the Rift. While the Southern King hid, warm in his keep, the Darkwings cut their bloody trail from frozen north to winter's edge. Alone, the Warden and his small garrison turned their whiskers to the icy wind. At the end of hope, in a last barrage, they wiped Batkind from the land and memory. With no sign of the Darkwings' return, in time, few believed them little more than a fairy's tale. But at Mount Cauldron, time had been all they needed. An old enemy claws free of their icy tomb and hungers for vengeance. But not all is lost. King Rattus brings north a cause for hope. A bastard prince, placed in the paws of the Warden of the Wastes to raise as his own. A secret of blood never to be told. Now, fate calls for a hero in a murderous screech, and one young rat will answer. The stomp of his father's boots on the stair was how every morning began for Arlo. The booming shout to ready himself was louder still. But such was Lord Eivor's zeal at a new day. Dawn was breaking over Winter's Edge, and Arlo was yet to miss one.
Everything gives resistance. Electricity, poison. Which one is the DLC? Okay, yeah, we know. We're not noobs here. Which one is the DLC? Poison resistance. Squares to open doors.
The castle echoed with the horns of the returning hunters, bringing their night's bounty. Arlo's little heart quickened to hear it. The only thrill to be found inside the high walls was a hunter's tales of what lay beyond them. Arlo tells himself it's a good life here in Winter's Edge. The bustling of contented rat folk, the crisp mountain air, and without the endless scourge of frogs the southerners suffer. Why should he want for more?
Hey.
Arlo has no memory of his mother, but Hilda's food was a true taste of maternal kindness. With the right ingredients, she would make meals nourishing to body and soul. There was no time for tales of the hunt today. Lord Eivor was already dividing what was an excellent haul, happy to see his people provided for. Arlo longed only to join the hunt, to see the Ratdom or even the lands beyond. His father called it a fool's wish. Arlo's destiny was unshakable, much like the keep that would become his by birthright. Tiki's shop was perhaps Arlo's favorite, as the shopkeeper had wares from far and wide. But getting him to part with his curiosities was never easy.
Monster Hunter now? We done? There's more places. Get back.
Chief Mason Leaf was the rat Arlo most admired. As younger brother to Lord Eivor, his carefree uncle never faced the burden of being Warden of the Wastes. With walls this strong, his duties were light, leaving him plenty of time for his nephew. Krunk was a rat's rat, with no interests beyond his forge. If you have the parts, this Mastercraft's rat can make armor and weapons that would see off a Sky Scorcher bite, or so he claims. Arlo wondered how well they'd do against something that wasn't a myth.
They don't seem good. All bad. Don't want anything. That's a piece of cute container. Oh. This one. Anything good, man? Oh shit. It's all bad. Okay. Done. Thank you. Ah. Okay, we're on. Dodge. Okay. Dodge it. Shield. Attack is R1, shield is L2. Finally. What's that? Give me a hat for resistance. What's with the poison resistance? Is everything poison here?
The hunters had brought unwelcome news. A family of the reviled creatures ratfolk called Backstabbers had moved into the wastes. Eivor told his son to fetch his weapons.
We are here. We go there. There's no zoom out. Ah. Hey, leave me alone. Ah, I forgot the checkpoint. The outskirts on the left here. I remember crushing these, I guess, all the parts. Road closed. Good. You gotta show that every time, just take it.
His father had no explanation for suddenly taking Arlo on a hunt. It even gave the hunters pause. Arlo had been taught to fight, and better than most. But rarely had he been tested. He was determined to prove himself. The rugged terrain of the outskirts could have taken all day to traverse, but Arlo's trusty grappling hook allowed him to swing between its many crevices.
On top end. My weapon. How do I open? I only have this. Which one opens it? I'm already using my best. Dude, won't open. Oh, okay. I need something to open that later.
Arlo liked the feel of a sharp axe cutting through the vines. The wilds were part of his home, and nothing in them would frighten him. The famous frostberry bushes of the wastes were in full fruit already. Their juice made a healthy tonic, though Lord Eivor preferred them fermented. His father was a sturdy rat, built for strength, not speed. So Arlo found it curious that he challenge him to a race. The prospect of the hunt had filled Lord Eivor with a vigor that his son had not seen in years, or at least since breakfast.
Boy. Oh, shit. What?
A warden fights the hardest battles, he told Arlo, and needs the sharpest blade. With that, Eivor gifted Arlo his own sharpening whetstone. Whether these beasts were named for their spines, or for some past unforgivable deed, no rat knew. Either way, Arlo was about to find himself at the pointy ends of this brood. Even young backstabber Red attacks were brutal, but a well-timed dodge would see Arlo escape unscathed. This backstabber lived up to its name with its deadly white attack, but Arlo's shield could block the deadly spikes. This young one used vicious yellow attacks. Arlo had to time his parries perfectly.
I think I remember that. See the yellow edge or something.
This mother had left her young to fight alone, but the same could not be said of Lord Eivor as he leapt to his son's side. It was Lord Eivor's mighty blade that took her head, but the fight was won together.
Go back. Everything is bad. Ah, I got hurt, really? Fine. No health?
Arlo basked in his father's pride, almost as warm as at the fire inside Winter's Edge.
They don't give health. Okay. That's bad. Ah, wait. Got an item here. Destroy all of them. Thank you very much. There's something down there. Ow. Go down without getting hurt. Enough messages.
Triumphant and keen to tell the tale of his son's victories, Lord Eivor set to a night of drinking with the elders.
Yeah, victory. Oh, yeah. Alright. Sleep.
Arlo was reluctant to return to his bed, wondering how long he must wait to hunt again. The booming footsteps that woke him this time were nothing like those of his father.
Just gonna do that and oh. Hey, the other way. Stop dodging. Damn it. Okay. You just get it right away without menu. Done. Can go here.
He had found his father. The warden stood alone, holding back a whole Darkwing army, their cruel Count Kazak leading them. His father charged, but the Darkwing Count was as fast as he was strong. The Winter's crown tumbled to Arlo's
What is
feet,
that?
now without a head to rest on. There was no time to grieve
That's
his
too
father,
big.
as from above the Count revealed his greatest weapon, a Sky Scorcher.
I don't have any heals.
Not a
Didn't.
fairy's tale, but an undead beast whose very breath could level kingdoms.
Totally
And its
forgot
eye
it.
was trained on Arlo. All that came next was a fog of bloodlust,
shit.
snapping jaws, and the beating of leathery wings.
No way. Dead. Bitch, you have to die.
But there could be no victory. Arlo awoke, groggy and warm to his father's shouts. Only he wasn't in bed. The warmth was from the fire that had engulfed Winter's Edge, and the shouts were his uncle's. The only other survivor of the Darkwing attack, Leaf was bruised and his hind paws barely steady. He'd seen villagers flee to the outskirts. Arlo knew it was up to him to make them safe.
I got nothing. My armor stuff. Oh. Took everything from me. Copy. Ammo for ranged. The key to open my heart. Forward. Have it right there. Right here. Sword. What the? Ah, get used to that. Let's see what we got here. What? Oh. Block fire.
He'd know these anywhere. Krunk's smithy hammer and Hilda's chef's knife. Arlo wondered why they would leave them here.
Die already. Nice. Inventory. Working. Ouch. Resistance. They're not funny. Oh. Food?
With the attack at Winter's Edge, no hunters had come to check their traps. Arlo thought he might find a use for them. Arlo had found the reason his friends had fled. The taunting shrieks revealed that this was Baron Frostovik, son of the Darkwing who took his father, and therefore a perfect target for his revenge.
Ow. Ah. Ah. I killed him. Killed him. the other way.
His foe was beaten, but seeing what had been inflicted on Hilda and Krunk, Arlo's need for vengeance was only growing.
That was just the intro.
Arlo suddenly wished to be within the walls of Winter's Edge, to hear the boot and boom of his father at dawn, a sound he realized he'd never hear again. He needed to return to whatever was left and make his plan.
Get hurt here? I killed the bastards. Okay, let's go home. All right.
Spent from his journey, Arlo fell into his father's chair, the one thing still standing in the ashy ruin. It was his chair now, along with the title of Warden of the Wastes. Arlo's shoulders slumped at the weight of it, but only for a moment. The Dark Wings had nearly scorched the Ratdom to ash before, and now it was for him to stop them. He was going to rebuild Winter's Edge, a beacon of hope from which to drive back the Shadow. This much Arlo knew. No rat would rebuild Winter's Edge on an empty stomach.
Some sleep.
The kitchen had to be fixed and stocked. Leaf suggested Arlo visit the Night Eyes of the Golden Forest, known for their hearty food. Arlo hoped rat wasn't the key ingredient. The smoke had attracted help in the unlikely form of a pirate. Captain Blacktail had seen many towns razed in his years, usually by his own paw. A fact he chose not to mention as he offered his services. The ship King Rattus's Revenge would take the young warden wherever he had need to go.
Captain Sparrow. What's that? What does it mean? Map. Quickly go here. But I don't have health. Need to heal. The hell, man?
The autumnal gold canopy glimmered in the sunlight, held high
help.
by the silver boughs. There was no denying the wonder of the golden forest.
Bro. Ah. Alright, I remember now. It's that yellow thing. Ah, stupid. Now it recharges, right? Doesn't? Oh, there, yeah. They used to fill it here. Right. There's an item there. All the items.
The peace Arlo found beneath the leaves was not to last. A shrill cry cut through the calm, a call for help. The hoots came from inside the bug farm, along with a stench of pond scum and villainy. A frog trap.
Ow! That's ranging. I can't. Doesn't. Finish the fight.
Grateful for her rescue, Erica the Ranger offered to guide Arlo to the hidden village of Nestminster.
What's in there? Nothing else. Let's, I don't know what these guys are. Nothing.
Nestminster's entrance was guarded. Under their helmet, the eyes of the guards seemed to glow. Was he prey walking into a hunter's camp? Arlo could not help but gasp at the sight. He had never seen a place so ornately crafted. It was nothing like the cold stone of home. The Parliament was deep in session when Erica and Arlo entered. The Night Eye elders listened, still as statues, to the pleading of a chef whose daughter Frey was missing. Erica threw herself forward, proclaiming she would rescue the chef's daughter and needed no help. Then she was gone, leaving Arlo to face the elders alone. The elders' staring eyes unnerved Arlo. But when they asked him to protect Erica, he did not refuse.
Far away. Ah.
Frey's father told them she wanted fish for a new soup recipe. He told her never to go to the dangerous Moonlight Pond, but she was stubborn as she was brave. The chef handed Arlo a few poison antidotes, without explanation. Arlo wondered what could go in soup that would have him so scared.
Some good weapon.
Erica said they must be as stealthy as the owls of old. She gave him a bow carved from the silver boughs, quiet as a whisper, deadly as a talon. A white feather. Erica knew it was Frey's. They were on the right path. A frog scouting party squatted in the mushroom farm. Arlo's arrows would make swift work of them. The farmers emerged, shaken but grateful. Arlo had never met stripe snouts before. Badger brothers Marco and Lorenzo's keen eyes had seen Frey go by, headed for the pond.
What do you have there? An egg? Five. Used to divide with days on.
The farmer card. What it lacks in power, it makes up for in its positive qualities.
Yeah. You have there. Let's see. That's here. Come on. It's forever, I guess.
At Moonlight Pond, Frey was already preparing to leave. Her hunt, it seemed, was not done. With a hoot about an egg, she was gone.
Good. Okay, I'm going. Come on. Where do I go now? All the way back home. Is the key here? Or... Yep. There we go.
The sky flashed with a blinding light. Suddenly, towering before him stood an imposing figure, his flaming sword heating the air around Arlo. Thrusting his sword into the air, the stranger imparted his gift onto the young warden. Arlo could feel the stranger's gift pulsing through his body, filling him with a burning desire to avenge his father and rid the North of the Darkwing scum.
Tutorial? Hey, come on. Oh, yeah. I forgot how to use it.
Tunnels are rarely used by Night Eyes, who prefer an open sky above. Arlo knew dangerous creatures lurked in such dark places.
Up forward there. There's nothing here. Golden Sonic I'm gonna be. Ouch. Can I go back? Go back. Oh. And, what's here? No. Seventeen. Come on. What the fuck? Ah. Come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Ah. Ah. Where did it go? It goes that way. Yes. Really? This thing, go away. Oh. Takes forever or what? Uh-oh. Almost there. Just on the left. Need something missing. Giving me anything. Hey. Can't. I'll get in here, but be careful. Because I have forgotten. This too gives me that. Salesman. Items. How you're frozen. Allies. Poison. Burning. Place carefully in the ground. Just a trap. And I know exactly who loves them. Maybe there's a trophy for buying all the weapons. And I'm not sure if I have any of them. Let's find the weapon. T-Rex.
Frey had found a whole nest of eggs. She was uninterested in who the owner might be, but the mother slither scale was very interested in her.
Oh, Smallow!
Side by side, Erica and Arlo forced the slither scale from its lair. Erica would not leave Frey to travel alone.
Fire?
They would see him back at the Parliament.
Where did the fire go? Down or up? Down. No. Like. We're back. The boss here. Oh shit. Let's go back to the stage of history. I don't have time for you, go away. I already fought you, so I don't give a crap about you. I think I didn't get any trophies unlocked yet. Is the game glitching? Yeah, I don't have any trophies. Please don't glitch. I don't want to restart. Ooh. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Yeah, give me that yellow thing. Left or right? This is right. Why am I back? Hello?
Erica and Frey held wings as they asked Arlo and the elders for their blessing. They wanted to leave and start their own kitchen at Winter's Edge. All agreed. Arlo hoped slither scale eggs would not be on the menu.
Blueprint. Unlocks the scale line of weapons and armors. That's heavy. Light. Quest completo. Thank you ございます。I'll stop here. I want to check why the trophies are not unlocking for me. I'm not sure if I got